Hi guys, my name is Jeff. I'm going to give you a review on Google Fi today. I'm sorry this is not a fancy video. I'm not a YouTuber. I normally don't make YouTube videos. So I was a stay-at-home parent for a while, and Google Fi was awesome. It was awesome because if you have Wi-Fi, your phone connects to Wi-Fi, you're not using their data, so your bill is only roughly around 20 to 25 bucks a month. Their plan is as follows. It's $20 for unlimited talk and texting, and $10 per gig of data, up to 6 gigs. And after 6 gigs, it's free. So if you're at home and you're using Wi-Fi, it's a really cool plan. However, this is where it gets to be problematic. If you're not at home, or you work outside the house where there's no Wi-Fi, you are going to have a phone bill about $83 to $85. Excuse me. $83 to $85. And service is not guaranteed unless you're using one of their phones, meaning you're using one of the phones you purchased off of Google Fi. Google Fi works on the theory that they use 3 different carriers, and if you're using one of their phones that you purchased from them, it will bounce from carrier to carrier wherever the signal is stronger so that you never lose service. Now, if you do not have one of their purchased phones from Google Fi, not just a Pixel phone from someone else, a Google phone from someone else, it has to be from them, you're not going to get that service. You're not going to get the 3 different carriers that support you, and you're not going to have service all over the place. So our problem is I have an iPhone, and first of all, they were not very helpful there. They're not supportive on iPhones. And I don't care whether it's Android or iPhone. As far as people are using phones, we use what we're comfortable with and what we like. I prefer an iPhone. So there's no real support for iPhone for them. Now, my problem started, I had them for 6 months, and after 6 months, after 4 months actually, my service started dropping. I would have 1 bar or no bar of service. Then we drove to California. I had absolutely 0 service in California. Came back to Nevada, still only 1 bar, no bar. I went through the whole routine of setting up my phone with him again, putting a new SIM card in again, did the whole thing, and nothing. I did this for 2 months, and it was back and forth via email. So my phone was of no use to me for almost 2 months. Everybody knows that if you only have 1 bar, most times, you will not be able to call out. And if you have no bars, you're definitely not calling out. You know that. So I reached out to Google, and their solution was we're working on it. We're checking this, we're checking that. They wouldn't even offer a credit. I had to bring the credit up because, if you go to another phone carrier and you say, hey, look, my phone service is not working, they credit you those days or that time that you were indisposed. However, Google's policy is we will credit you once the problem is resolved. So this problem has been ongoing for almost 2 months, and they have not credited me. So after 2 months of paying for something I wasn't getting, I canceled my service and went to another carrier. And when you know it, their response was, we cannot credit you until the problem is resolved. Now, if I'd like to come back, they'll open my ticket again and work on it and eventually credit me when they resolve the problem. Google, customer service should be a focal point of yours since you can't provide the service you're promising. And you should definitely work on crediting your customers when they're not getting their service. It's basic contract law. So folks, if you're using Google Fi and you're not using one of their phones, I've never used one of their phones, but they tell me that if you use one of their phones, you don't have these issues. If you come on board with your own phone, you're going to have some issues. And you're not going to get credited until they've resolved the issues. The question is, why would you pay or continue to pay for a service that's not working, such as Google Fi, and then wait for them to credit you the difference of what you didn't get in service? So there's my honest review. I suggest, unless you're purchasing a Google Fi phone or you're at home 24/7 with Wi-Fi, do not look at Google Fi. It's not a service worth looking at. Google has come a long way, but this is one thing where I think they had an idea and they didn't quite work it all out, work out the details of it, and their customers are on the suffering end of this. Now, some of you had great experience with Google Fi. Please, 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 let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I want to know. I want to know how you got the problem resolved. So, yeah, this is Jeff, and thank you for watching my video.